Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Sanjoku. Y'all want to change, man. This is what it's going to take. We completely blew up our offensive line. Gabe Jackson is not officially cut yet. Maybe we're freed up some of this money to bring him on. I'm really hoping that's a possibility. But as of right now, if the way things are looking, we don't have Gabe. We just released freaking Rodney Hudson. I don't understand that at all. If somebody could please help me out with this, I would greatly appreciate it. But at the same time, man, if we had the highest paid offensive line in football. They were good, but they were not great. They were hurt constantly. They never played together. There was no continuity with them. I kind of understand the move as much as it pisses me off just because Hudson is like one of the best centers in football. So it was kind of bullshit to see him getting just knocked off this team when he was still under contract. But it made me ask myself the question, like, all right, if we're going to cut Hudson and then Gabe Jackson wanted out, we traded Trent Brown. Is there something going on in that locker room or with Tom Cable where none of these dudes want to play for him, or none of these dudes want to play with Gruden? Or are they actually going to blow it up and go to like a full zone system? But because that's what Tom Cable loves, but you can't really run a proper zone offensive line, like a proper zone scheme, if you have like a bunch of huge ass dudes. You need offensive linemen that can really move. Gabe Jackson can move, so I'm really hoping we do bring him back. Colton Miller can move, plus he's your lockdown. But I could see the rest of these guys coming in behind being like not smaller, but a hell of a lot faster offensive linemen, younger offensive linemen, and hopefully some people that can put a season together where we have an offensive line from week to week to week. That's the same damn thing where they can start working together. So I don't know. That's the only thing I could really think about it to see like what you guys thought. But I understand the move, or this move I don't understand. I understand them blowing up the offensive line, but I really thought that Colton Miller and Rodney Hudson were going to be like the two staples on it. But now with Hudson being gone, dude, we're going to have to go offensive line in the draft. I mean, at this point, you're pretty much banking on our first pick being an offensive lineman at 17, or trading back and grabbing an offensive lineman to get some extra capital. Then we just start drafting a shit ton of offensive linemen. I don't know, man. I just want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Yeah, Bill O'Brien or John Gruden is slowly turning into Bill O'Brien, man. It kind of pisses me off, but 21 and 22 season is shot, man. Jack, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was pretty upset about this because it seemed pretty damn basic. Like everything seemed pretty set up. You make some cuts on the defense. You make a few cuts on the offensive side of the ball. Like Aguilar getting picked up by. I didn't give two shits that Aguilar got picked up. I was happy to see him go. Thank you. Goodbye, Aguilar. You did your job for 1 year. Went out there and got your money. You're not a number one, so I'm not going to pay you that kind of money. And then Devontae Booker ends up signing. I didn't like that. I don't care about those moves. And then we make other cuts to save some money. That is what it is. But you have to kind of keep something together, man. It pisses me off, dude. Just moved back to Oakland. We aren't winning in Vegas, or whatever. Dude, if we keep doing shit like this, there's no chance. Carr's not the problem. Sultan, what's good, dude? Mr. Kano, what's happening? Hope they restructure his contract. I do too, and I've heard a couple people say maybe he's retiring. Like, he's too young to retire. He would never do that, and I get that. But at the same time, man, if your body's telling you it might be done, like, but even that, he would have announced his retirement. This was just a straight cut, man. What are your O-line options now? And Andrew, I'm going to take a deep look into it to see exactly where they're at. Andre James ain't that good. Andre James filled in, and he looked pretty well. Wasn't comfortable having him as our starter this season. For the playing time that he did have, I thought he did look really good. But he's not a starting center yet. Hudson asked for his release. He had to have, man. He had, if he's under contract, everything's going good. He just got his payday. He was the highest paid center in football. He's still underneath that contract that had him getting paid. And then all of a sudden he's just gone. Like, that was him going into the office and be like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. I went off this team. And so there's something going on in the inside of all this bullshit that we're never going to hear. We're never going to see it. But hopefully it comes to light at some point, man. He's 38, isn't he? I thought he was 31. Defense, not Hudson. Yeah, thank you, dude. Why not trade? I don't know. That's the other thing. Why not trade him? Like, even if he came in and he was like, I'm pissed off. I want to get out of here. Just release me. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to release you. You're under contract. I'm going to try to trade you off. And that way, at least you'll have some options on where you can go. But that was crazy, dude. Like, crazy. I just don't get it. All right, man, I don't have a lot of time, but I will be back later on tonight. I know I said that yesterday, but I don't know. Shit just kind of went sideways yesterday. So I'll see you guys later on tonight after the kids and everybody go to bed. So I don't know. I don't know, Nation. I don't know what to tell you right now. This sucks.